In a bowl for kneading, pour 400 milliliters of warm water, add a teaspoon of salt and stir. Once the salt has dissolved, add 650 grams of all-purpose flour and 10 grams of baking powder. Mix everything with a spoon at first, then knead the dough. You need to knead the dough thoroughly. It should take about 5 to 6 minutes. If you have a stand mixer, you can knead it in there for a few minutes. As you can see, the dough is nice and soft, and we didn't need any more flour. Now that the dough is well kneaded, shape it into a loaf like this. Cut the loaf into 8 pieces. Shape each piece into a ball. After forming the dough into balls, sprinkle each with some flour. Take one ball at a time and roll it out with a rolling pin to a diameter of about 20 centimeters. Lightly flour the surface and place the first piece of dough. Roll out all 8 balls. They don't need to be perfect circles. Take a shallow plate. Sprinkle it with flour. Then, place the first piece of dough on it. Brush the dough with melted butter. You will need a total of 200 grams of butter. You can use margarine if you prefer. Spread it evenly. Place the second piece of dough on top and brush with butter again. Do the same with the third piece and butter. Continue this until you use all the dough. Place the last piece of dough on top. Then take a clean plastic bag. Put everything in the bag and refrigerate for an hour. After an hour, take the dough out of the refrigerator. Place the baking tray in front of you to know the width to roll out the dough. Now roll out the dough into a rectangle. When rolling out the dough, make sure to flip it, so all the layers spread evenly. This is how the dough should look when it's rolled out. Now we'll measure the dimensions. 60 by 40 centimeters. Now cut the dough into 4 parts. You can use any filling you like. I've chosen feta cheese because it bakes wonderfully. Now roll each piece up. Once rolled, place them in the baking tray. For the other 2 parts, I'll use a different filling, a combination of tomato, ham, and cheese. Roll them up as well. Once arranged in the tray, take a cutter or knife and dip it in flour. Cut them to the size you want. If it sticks, dip the cutter in flour again. Beat 1 egg yolk with 1 tablespoon of milk and brush the puff pastry. Finally, you can sprinkle some seeds on top if desired. Preheat the oven to 200 degrees Celsius, and once it's heated, bake the pastry. The pastry is done. Baking time is 20 minutes.